The secret language of mind games relationships are all about love, trust, and sometimes a little bit of manipulation. Mind games are not only the secret spice that adds drama to reality TV, but also something that plays out in real life more than we'd like to admit. Let's explore the various mind games people play, how to recognize them, and most importantly, how to deal with them. Grab some popcorn, this is going to be a ride. Number 10. Love bombing. The sweet start with a bitter continuation. Love bombing makes you feel like you're the center of someone's universe. Lavish gifts, endless compliments, and constant communication make it feel like you found the one. But just as quickly as it starts, the love fades. Psychologists noted a 15% increase in reported cases of love bombing, largely due to social media, which makes it easy for people to create a romantic illusion. This sudden withdrawal leaves the other partner feeling unworthy or at fault for the abrupt change. If the relationship starts with intense affection and lavish gestures that abruptly stop, you're likely dealing with a love bomber. Real relationships grow over time, with actions based on steady affection, not a fireworks show followed by a blackout. Number 9. The push-pull dynamic, playing hard to get forever. The push-pull game leaves people in a state of confusion. One moment they're committed, making future plans, and the next they're questioning the relationship. It's emotionally draining. Relationship counselors have indicated that this dynamic is a key reason for anxiety within partnerships. In a 2024 study, 40% of individuals in rocky relationships reported experiencing push-pull behaviors from their partner, leading to constant insecurity. If your partner oscillates between being fully committed and being distant, it's not about them needing space. They're testing your emotional tolerance. Remember, love should provide security, not create an emotional roller coaster that leaves you nauseous. Number 8. The martyr syndrome. Look how much I do for you. Martyrs make a big deal out of their sacrifices to gain leverage in the relationship. They continuously remind you of how much they do or give up for you, attempting to make you feel guilty for wanting anything more. Analysis by the International Association for Relationship Research found that 23% of couples reported martyr-like behavior, where one partner would frequently remind the other of their sacrifices, leading to emotional exhaustion on the receiving end. This behavior often creates an environment of chronic guilt and prevents genuine communication. Over time, it can deteriorate the emotional well-being of the other partner, who feels constantly indebted. Healthy relationships are about give and take without the constant reminders of who gave what. Real giving is generous, not ammunition for emotional manipulation. Experts suggest that establishing boundaries and open conversations can help overcome this pattern, making space for mutual respect and appreciation rather than resentment. Number 7. Blame shifting, turning the tables. Blame shifting is the art of redirecting responsibility. When confronted with their mistakes, the person will find a way to twist the narrative, making you the guilty party. A survey by the American Psychological Association reveals that blame shifting has become increasingly recognized in couples counseling as a tactic used to avoid accountability. It's not just about sidestepping blame. It's also about undermining your confidence in what really happened, making you question your own actions and even sanity. Blame shifters use this tactic as a defense mechanism, often projecting their faults onto you to deflect from their shortcomings. The long-term effect is an imbalance of power, where the victim is left doubting themselves and apologizing for things they didn't do. If a conversation ends with you apologizing for something you know isn't your fault, you're likely a victim of blame shifting. True partners own their mistakes. Blame shifters just aim to pass the buck. Addressing blame shifting early in a relationship can prevent it from becoming a toxic pattern, with therapy being a helpful route to rebuild trust and accountability. Number 6. The I'm too busy game. The I'm too busy excuse is designed to make one partner feel unimportant, undervalued, and as though they're the only one invested in making time for the relationship. Surveys showed that 29% of individuals use being busy to intentionally create distance or control dynamics. This tactic leaves the other person feeling like an afterthought or worse, wondering why they're not worth the time. Everyone gets busy, but if they have time for everything else while constantly pushing you to the bottom of the list, This is a calculated game. Relationships should be about making time for one another, not managing time like an HR department. Number 5. The jealousy trigger. Deliberately making a partner jealous is a manipulative way to gain control. It can involve posting questionable photos or mentioning someone else just to elicit a reaction. Experts highlighted that jealousy-inducing behaviors were often a sign of insecurity on the manipulator's part. It's their way of testing your emotional investment, and it usually ends in the other partner feeling confused and anxious. When your partner seems to enjoy your discomfort around others, or when they subtly encourage jealousy, they are manipulating your emotions. Instead of fostering closeness, jealousy games build emotional walls and insecurity. Number 4. Keeping score. The you owe me game. Remember that time I took care of you when you were sick? If every kind act is followed by a tally of who did what, you're playing the you owe me game. This manipulative behavior turns relationships into a transactional affair. A survey showed that couples who keep emotional scorecards often face resentment and mistrust. It's a one-way ticket to emotional burnout, as it makes any new gesture feel obligatory rather than genuine. If you constantly feel like there's a balance sheet of favors between you two, something's wrong. Love isn't an accounting project. It's about mutual care without keeping track. Number 3. Gaslighting. Turning your reality upside down. Gaslighting is the king of all mind games. It's a tactic where someone makes you doubt your reality, memories, or feelings. Studies found that gaslighting has seen increased recognition in popular culture as people have become more aware of emotional abuse signs. This behavior can lead to victims feeling disconnected from their sense of self, as they are constantly second-guessing their own thoughts. If you keep hearing phrases like "you're imagining things," or "that's not how it happened," even when you're certain, you're being gaslit. Trust your gut. Gaslighting is designed to make you question it. Number 2. The silent treatment. The silent treatment is passive-aggressive, used to punish the other partner by withdrawing affection or communication. It's designed to make the other person feel invisible and powerless, creating an emotional gap that leaves the recipient feeling abandoned and confused. A study conducted by the Journal of Couple and Relationship Therapy found that over 35% of couples admitted to using the silent treatment as a form of conflict resolution, though experts agree it's anything but effective. Number 1. The hot and cold game. The hot and cold game involves extreme shifts in behavior. One moment, your partner is attentive, affectionate, and interested, and the next, they're indifferent or distant. This roller coaster of emotions can leave you feeling constantly off balance. Relationship studies identified hot and cold behaviors as one of the leading causes of confusion and anxiety in partnerships, often linked to attachment insecurities or fear of commitment. If their warmth feels conditional, like they turn it on when they want something and off when they're uninterested, you're stuck in the hot and cold loop. Emotional consistency is key in any relationship. Without it, you're left questioning where you stand all the time. All right, folks, that's a wrap on the emotional roller coaster that is mind games in relationships. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and remember, play fair, love well, and stay subscribed.